Don't screw up. Oh, you screwed up. Hey guys, it's Christmas Eve. So it's December 24th, 2022. Doing a training toss today with the Youngbird team. We are at Station 2. This is a brand new Station 2. This is their second time here. Directly downtown is where we're at. So we've got some power lines and whatnot, not as many as some of the other areas I scouted, so this is why I picked this, hoping to progress from here into that gap right there. Is my hope is to jump out to there here pretty soon. So it's not an ideal drop spot, but it's a lot better than a lot of the other choices kind of over here to our southwest, which is kind of the direction I wanted to go. There's a lot of power lines and a lot of different people and whatnot. Only disadvantage we have here is really high traffic. We got a lot of commons up here. You can see the commons sitting here that they roost over here in these old buildings, in these old Quonset huts. But it's actually not as busy as it was here a couple days ago. So gonna do our drop here. Last time I dropped the 5. The black pied bird's no longer in here. I'm gonna give him some time to molt, see what happens with him. He's on he's actually missing a 6th and he's actually missing a 6th and 7th flight. So he's kind of, even though he's in good body condition, his flights are not up, and I think that could be a factor with him. I'm going to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. If he manages to hang, he can hang, but conditions today, kind of a little bit, it's been raining off and on, kind of clear and windy right now, or not clear, but got a lot of these low-lying clouds for home. Home is that way, basically to the south from here. But conditions aren't bad, kind of typical for here. Little bit of wind, a lot of low-lying clouds, but it was raining, and for the moment it's not. The sun's kind of trying to come out, but other than that, so here we go. So once again, like usual, we're single tossing. There was some discussion on one of the last videos as far as why I single toss. The idea obviously is to get birds that don't play follow the leader. We don't want them flying home in a group and following other birds, opposed to coming home on their own power. So that is the reason we are single tossing. Obviously it does increase the possibility of loss and birds flying away and not going home or being later than normal, but such is the way it is. Like I said, we want to promote breakaway birds that navigate home. So here's 5624, which is the Jansen blue check white wing. There she goes. Flying low. And like I said, these guys have already been here once. For time to make a bit of a wider circle. She's widening out to the east. 5628, which is Black Widow. She was actually behind the others last time. She did not come back until the second day. Everybody else was ahead of her. We're home pretty fast, so this is her second time. Don't screw up. Oh, you screwed up. We're gonna go in the car. Okay. Okay. Yep, she is apparently gonna hang out. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. That's a little abnormal. That's the first time I've ever seen that. 5626, which is the mixed wing, Back behind the buildings. And zigzags back the other way. Coming right around here. 5628. And the DeVrent, of course, always last, but always first home. He is actually on his 8th flight on one side. And there go the male commons chasing after him. He comes back around. They seem to be making a pretty wide circle to the east. You can see them coming around. So here's the black widow hen that decided to land in the car for some reason. I've handled her. There's seems to be nothing really up. She seems like she's in good physical condition. I think maybe she just needs a rest. Like I said, this bird, she was out over 24 hours the last time from this drop site. So maybe just needs a bit more of a rest. I'm going to go ahead and give it to her. I'm not going to just leave here and have a pigeon that sits here on the ground in the parking lot and doesn't fly off. So we're just going to put her back in the carrier and take her back home, put her back in the loft, feed her up a little bit. She will go back out on the next drop, see what happens. I won't do a drop tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas, so my wife would be a little probably upset with me if I go out and train pigeons. Even though it really doesn't take much time, it's half an hour or 45 minutes at this distance, even single dropping. So she'll get a day's rest, send her back out with the rest. This hen has actually always been one of the first ones home and one of the longest flyers in the group. So it's kind of abnormal to just have it drop to the ground and jump back up in the car. Just kind of an odd thing. She's actually at that age. Maybe she's even a little eggy. She seems a little wide and swollen up in the back, so she could be a little bit eggy at this point. The weather's mild, and she is about 8 months old at this point. So it could just be that. So we'll see. Like I said, put her back in the box. I'm going to run home, see how things are, see who's there, and see if they beat me back. See you soon. So conditions have gone pretty far south since I left the drop site. Heading back to the loft. Getting pretty wild. A lot of rain, low fog moving in, low clouds. So it's gonna be pretty tough going for them, I think. So back in the loft, nobody here yet, which is unusual. I've got quite a few rovers in here in the racing loft at the moment because of a flooded kit loft compartment needs repaired, and with the holidays it's been a little not quite gotten that done. Too many honeydews to do for my wife, but so far nobody around. Conditions are not great. It's raining, low fog, so nobody here yet. Got about an hour to sundown. They could be off ranging. They haven't flown today, and sometimes they seem to do that from these short distances. They seem to sometimes fly back and then spend some time ranging around. So we will keep watch and see what happens. So here's the DeVrent back. It's actually getting pretty close to sundown, so it's starting to become a concern. The other three are not here. So still missing the 2 black widows and the Jansen hen. So it's 4:30. Still only have the DeVrent back. I'm still missing the Jansen and 2 black widow birds. Getting the rest of the feed and water done for everybody, and it's getting dark, so I don't think I'm going to see the 3 of those until tomorrow, unless they come in here at the end. So not a good thing, but the weather's pretty tough, and even the DeVrent was slower than I would have expected, so I think it's just the complications of the weather. And if they don't come back, they don't come back. You know, it's kind of the rule of thumb with racing homers. If they don't come home, you know, what use are they? So needless to say, like I said, today is December 24th. It's Christmas Eve. For us, no white Christmas, just pouring rain. All of you have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll probably do a video before the end of the year. Thank all of you who have liked and subscribed and been watching. And we'll see what more we can do as time goes on. Anyway, everybody have a prosperous and safe and happy holidays.